Shalom, shalom. I'd like to start this video by giving all honor, praises, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Racha, Kodash. Double honors to my teachers, the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, teaching and ruling well. Salutation, peace, and blessings to the hopeful elect of the house of Israel, those who are waiting upon Yahweh Shai to come and deliver us from this wicked kingdom, and are keeping the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of their abilities, and pushing forth the word whether people hear or forbear. All right, so let's get into it. Later, earlier, yesterday, we had camp, and there was a precept that hit me. So Lord willing, this will be an edifying lesson. So let's start off with Romans 8:16, which reads, "The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High, and if children, then heirs, heirs of the Most High, and joint heirs with Hamashiach, if so be that we suffer with him, that we may also be glorified together." So all that goes into, you have to walk you have to walk after Yahweh Shai. It says, he that carried not his cross is not worthy of me. Okay, he's not fit to follow me. You need to pick up your cross. You need to be partaker of his suffering. Okay, to be able to be able to be a joint heir with Yahweh Shai, you have to suffer with him so that you may reign with him. Okay, you have to go through that fire. You have to go through, as it says, there is another thing, a city. It's set a beautiful city filled with pleasant things. But to get to that place, you need to pass the dangers that are set before it. The water on one side and the fire on the other. Okay. So again, it says here, "For I reckon," verse 18, Romans 8:18, "For I reckon that the suffering of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us." And why is that? Because the suffering that we're going through right now is ultimately, it's temporal. And again, we're at the end of the time of the Gentiles. The time of the wicked being in rulership is coming to an end. So our suffering is coming to an end. Once Yahushua comes, he's gonna establish us. He's gonna establish us as the mountain. He's gonna set up Yashar Allah as the government of the earth. The rulership is gonna flourish on the earth, man. That's like a righteousness is gonna flourish in the earth, right? But again, the suffering of this present time, and why is this says this present time? Because in the latter time, in the kingdom of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, which is going to be on earth, in that kingdom, Israel will not suffer anymore. Okay, we're gonna be in rulership. We're gonna be the ones directing everything, and everything is gonna be ordered in righteousness. Everything is gonna be structured the way Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai has set it up from the beginning, man. You know. But again, it's for the moment. Us suffering is for the moment. Once we obtain that crown, we won't be able to get touched anymore, man. Okay? No one's going to be able to rebel against us, man. Right? Everything that we're going to do is going to be according to the will of the Lord. Okay? We're going to have spiritual bodies. We're going to be immortal. We're going to have spiritual powers. No one's going to be able to do nothing against us, man. Okay? It says here in 2 Corinthians 4:15, "For all things are for Salakia, for all things are for our sakes, that the abundant grace might be through the thanksgiving of many, rebounding to the glory of the Most High. For which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day." So our spirit and our faith is keeping us going. Our faith in Yahweh Shai, because this is our victory. The fact that we believe in Yahweh Shai, as it says, "He that believeth in me is not condemned." Okay, but if you don't believe, you're condemned already. Okay, so our faith, our hope in this, that the words of Yahweh Bashim are going to come to pass, is what keeps us going, even through this hell, even through this wicked kingdom, even through the temptation, tribulation, the hardship. Even when we're going through that fire, we have our hope that the Lord is going to come and deliver us out of it. Okay, so that's why even though our outward man perish, the flesh perisheth, the inward man is renewed day by day. Our spirit is what keeps us going through the grace, through the mercies of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, that keeps us going. Okay, for our light affliction, and again, that goes into knowing that this affliction that we're going through, our suffering, our present suffering, is nothing but light. Okay, compared to to what we're gonna obtain in the kingdom of Yahweh Hashem Yahshua. Because these things that we're suffering right now, like the brother Napash, the head of the camp, he likes to say, imagine working, you imagine working one day, one day you're working in a field. You're working in the field. You're mowing the lawn. You're watering the plants. You're taking out the wheat. You're doing all these things, and at the end of the day, you in your head you're gonna get $200 for the work you've done, and then the master of the house pulls up and he gives you $10,000. He gives you the house. He gives you the house. He gives you a car. He gives you more than you could ever hope for the work that you've done. Okay, the amount of the reward that we're gonna receive is way much more than that what we're suffering. Okay, to the point like we don't even deserve it, but it's all through the mercy. It's all because the Lord promised it unto Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay, so again, we don't deserve these things, but again, through the mercies of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, we will obtain it if we endure until the end. You know. So back to it. It says here, verse 2 Corinthians 4:17, for our light affliction, which is but for a moment, again, is for this time, is for this present time, but it's not for later. Once Yahushua returns, all the suffering is gonna be through for the Israelites. Okay, starting with the elect, the Israelites of the Most High. Our suffering is gonna come to an end. Okay, so that's why our light affliction, which is but for a moment, remember that it's just for now. Okay, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory, while we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal. So our suffering is temporal. The reign of the wicked is temporal. The affliction, the things that we have to go through is temporal. It's just for the moment. We're going through the fire now, so that, as it says, we're judged now, so that we're not judged with the world. And again, the Lord chastise whom He loves. So again, that all the tribulation that we're going, and again, it says what? It says that it's for it worketh for us a more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. So it's just for a perfection. It's a trial. It's to purify us, to take us to become a better creature. Okay, all that suffering is not in vain. It's for our betterment. Okay, so it says here, and again it says here, but the things which are not seen are eternal. Okay, the fact that we're gonna rule forever, that's eternal. Okay, or the promises that the Lord is gonna give us is eternal. It's not gonna be a moment. It's not the suffering that we're going through is it's temporal. It's for a moment. It's for a little while. Okay, but the kingdom, the rulership, the immortality is going to be forever. No one is going to be able to take that away from us. Once we obtain that crown, the crown of life, no one, no heathen, not even another Israelite is going to be able to take it off your head. Okay, it says here in Ecclesiasticus 19, Ecclesiasticus 18 and 9. And that's the precept that brought that brought this lesson together, because I thought about it. Again, the things which are not seen are eternal. Okay, so it says here in Sirach 18 and 9, the numbers of a man's days are at most 100 years, as a drop of water into the sea, and a gravestone in comparison in the sand. So like a gravel stone in the comparison of the sand. So are 1,000 years to the days of eternity. Okay, so 1,000 years. Okay, so again, a man's life. Let's say a regular man's life goes 100 years, max, even 80 years. You count in this kingdom. You're 80, man. You count yourself. You had a long life. Okay, but it says 100 years. That's the limit that the Lord has said. Man is gonna live 100 years ish. So now it says 1,000 years to the or nothing is like a drop of water into the sea compared to the days of eternity. Okay, so the days of eternity, that's things that are not seen. Okay, but the things that we're going through right now, it's temporal. Okay, and again, it is the same way that the drop of water into the sea is how can I say that? It's not it's Salakia. I'm looking for I'm at a loss of words, Salakia. It's not you're not worried about it, okay? It's not a huge deal, okay? Yeah, a drop of water into the sea compared to and it says a thousand years to the days of eternity. It's like the same thing, man. Like it's not you're not even paying attention to it. That's like it's not even fudge. I'm losing I'm at a loss of word, man. But regardless, it's not that important. It's not. It's light. Okay. You know. But again, it says here in James 1:12, blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive a crown of life, which the Lord hath promised to them that love him. So again, that all goes back to the promise that the Lord has promised unto Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That He's gonna save His people. Okay, that He's gonna give them the kingdom. Okay, yet again, but you have to endure. You have to overcome the temptations that are set before you. You have to keep on walking after Yahweh Shai regardless of what happens. Okay? So it says here in Second Ezra, let me see. Second Ezra 7:42, he answered me and said, this present life is not the end where much glory doth abide. So this is not our rest, right? This is not where where righteousness is gonna flourish. First, the place where evil is sown uh must be rooted out before righteousness be established. So this is not the place where much righteousness abide. This is not the you know this present life is not the end where much glory doth abide. Therefore they have prayed for the weak. But the day of doom shall be the end of this time. So the time of the Gentiles coming after the day of doom. Okay, after the day of doom, that's gonna be Yahweh Shai is gonna Yahweh Shai and the 144,000, the government body of Israel, are going to establish righteousness on the earth. Okay, so after the day of doom shall be the end of this time. Okay, and the beginning of immortality for to come, wherein corruption is past. Corruption meaning death, and that's for the Israelites only, because eternity, all the promises, that's only for the Israelites. All right, Silakia. You see? So it says here, intemperance is at an end, infidelity is cut off, righteousness is grown, and truth is sprung up. Then shall no man be able to save him that is destroyed, nor to oppress him that had gotten the victory. So that goes into the sense that the suffering is going to come to an end. Okay, no Israelite in the kingdom of Yahweh Bashem El Shai is going to be oppressed. Okay, you're not gonna hear that. That's impossible. No Israelite is gonna have a bad day in the kingdom of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Right? And so it says here and I'll close up with this. It says here in Revelation 21:3. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, behold, the tabernacle of the Most High is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and the Most High himself shall be with them, and be their power. And the Most High shall wipe away all tears from their eyes. So again, that's that oppression. That's a representation of that oppression being wiped away. Okay? That the oppression, Israel being sad, being hurt, being oppressed, that's not gonna happen in the kingdom. The Lord is gonna wipe away our tears and turn our frowns upside down. So it says here, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain. Again, for the Israelites, not for all nations. Okay, just for the Israelites, because these other nations are still gonna die. These other nations are still gonna get old, and pass away. Okay, so it says here, for the former things are past, the things that are seen, the things that are temporal, the suffering and our affliction are past. Okay, and he that is set upon the throne said, behold, I make all things new. The Lord is going to give us a new heart, a new body, a new, the earth is going to be refreshed. All things are going to be made new. Okay. Everything's going to be done in righteousness. Okay. And he said unto me, write, for these words are true and faithful. So again, we have our hope, we have faith in these words. We have our faith that Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is gonna come through with not come through that Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is gonna accomplish the words that he has said. The Most High is not a man that he should lie. Okay, did he say and should he not do? Okay, so the same way that he said that he's gonna that affliction shall not rise up a second time. Okay, that's the same way that once we obtain that victory, no one's gonna be able to take it away from us. As an Israelite. Okay, so again, our light affliction is just for a moment. These things that we're seeing right now, right about now, are temporal, man. All we have to do is endure. How much more now that we're closer and closer and closer, seeing the prophecies coming to pass, man? How much more now that we're out, basically see the finish line, man? Lord willing, as the beloved elder apostle Tahar has coined the this year, the hopeful year, where the so like the year where hopefully all the prophecies be fulfilled, roughly paraphrasing, you know. So we're hoping that we're hoping for all these prophecies for the word of Yahweh Shem Shai to come to an end, even at the end of the year, man. By the end of the year, by the end of by the end of the summer, even that the MOTB is implemented, that we hear talks of World War III by the end of the year, but by the end of the summer, Lord willing, man, because things are moving fast. The Lord is speeding up the times, man. Because you have to remember that even the day of vengeance is in the heart of the Lord, man. He wants to come and deliver us, man. Him too, he's tired of watching his people suffer, man. Right? And he wants to judge these other nations for the atrocity that they have committed against his people. Right? So again, our light affliction is just for a moment. Keep that in mind, because we're not going to suffer forever. This kingdom is not going to be a perpetual kingdom. It's not going to be forever. The Lord is going to come and deliver us. He's going to come and wipe away our tears, And then after that, we're going to rejoice forevermore. All right? So that being said, keep the faith, you know, and keep fighting. So Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson. I'd like to give our honor, praises, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Racha Kodash. Double honors to my teachers, the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, teaching and ruling well. Salutation, peace, and blessing to the hopeful elect of the house of Israel. Shalom, DT Abababal, Kwam Yashala. Until next lesson, Shalom.